You know, I feel bad for us progressives in what has happened to us ever since 2016. The two campaigns where the establishment killed our movement twice, unethically worked behind the scenes to squash Bernie's rise. Anytime I think about that, I get upset or depressed. But what's even worse is, what does this say to younger generations? What does this say to Generation Z? What does this say to millennials? And broadly speaking, a big part of Gen X, which I am. I'm Gen X by 1 year. What is it saying to the younger block of voters in this country overall? What did those actions mean? What did they convey to us younger voters? I'm going to tell you. Change isn't possible. Because Bernie Sanders and our progressive movement is nothing but a reformist movement. We want to reform capitalism and its exploits. We want to patch up the system so it works for more people, so it works for working class people, and more people have a chance to achieve the American dream. That's Bernie's and our movements. That's what we're all about, right? The Democratic establishment, and greater, the two-party system, has conveyed to us change is not possible from within inside the system. That's what they have conveyed to all of us. And here's the weird part. I don't even think they're aware of that. I really don't. I really believe it was just a pure power play in acting on the most primal, powerful political influences and forces within human beings, where they can't really see what they've done to literally generations of young voters by conveying to us change is not possible from within inside the two-party system. And it's just like, I think about the future a lot and what's going to happen to get change done in the United States. And sadly, they're leaving younger generations no choice but to give up on the system and either move hard right or move hard left. And if you're online for any amount of time, you will see a lot of people in younger generations moving to anarchism, moving to socialism, moving to communism. And for a while, I was kind of befuddled, like, this seems like a pretty big hard left turn going on here. But then it all made sense when I deduced that by rejecting Bernie Sanders' watered-down progressivism in 2 elections, the establishment class has conveyed to us, change is not possible. Don't even try. So the ramifications of these actions are going to be people moving to hard right or hard left territory. And I see it moving a lot of hard left territory. Because all we wanted was reform. All what young people wanted was reform this god-awful system we have now and make it more tolerable. But we can't even do those basic systemic fixes within the establishment. So I see no other choice for these young generations to give up on the system when we should be including them in their reformist movements to make this country a better place and more tolerable for working class people. I just don't think a lot of them know what they have done. I'm sure there are people who understand the political ramifications, who understand political calculations and what's going to happen. Those people exist, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, broadly speaking, a lot of people in the establishment class really don't know what's coming. Really, they don't understand that they have given the message. They have signaled to tens and millions of young voters. Change isn't possible. Don't look for it here. A perfect example right now is oil and gas production and climate change. Our oil and gas production are at record highs. We haven't slowed down. We're going off a cliff, baby. Bernie's and AOC's Green New Deal isn't even talked about anymore. They killed that too. They've left us no choice but to work outside of their system. I don't know, man. I just don't have a lot of optimism anymore. Bernie gave us strong reasons to be optimistic because the message and the policies were all sound on the domestic front. He had everything diagnosed. He had every policy prescription backed by popular polling. And it's my opinion, Bernie and the progressives are the centrists in the country. Okay? We can't know that for the most part because the Overton window is so far right and right-wing propaganda is so good at what they do, at framing the radical left like anything liberal as radical left. So we're up against these nefarious, well-funded forces in propaganda who don't help our cause at all. But when you look at the popularity of the policies, Green New Deal, Medicare for all, college debt forgiveness, when you look at every progressive policy that Bernie has put forth over the past decade here, it's all polling in the majority, okay? We are the centrists. We're not the radicals. It's all manufactured. It's all made up. It's all propaganda, right? But I just don't know where we go from here, guys. I don't. The powers that be have said change isn't possible here. You must go somewhere else. This is as good as it's gonna get. That ain't gonna fly with us, though. So, I don't know what's next, but to be continued. Anyways, let me know your thoughts of the video. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, click the like button. I hope you're having a lovely day.